All right. Live now here on YouTube and also Twitch. It's now February, believe it or not, even though it almost feels more like April or May right now with the weather in my neck of the woods because Kansas is a weird state. And I'm sure my state's not the only weird one, but yeah, crazy thing about a couple weeks ago we had a bunch of snow on the ground, and even last week it was still pretty cold. Now we got highs in the 60s. So that's why I was like, take advantage of it, go out and walk, and also, hit up my old friends at Cracker Barrel. Of course, bag here. I do have lots of goodies in here. Oh, that's a big bag. Also got some stuff from Walmart that I picked up yesterday and Family Dollar as well. So, all right. Let me adjust the microphone volume a little bit. I don't want it to be too loud. So I hope you guys can hear me with no problem. Hope I'm not too loud. I'm trying to actually not be so close to the microphone. But I don't know. This microphone can get pretty loud at times, but I don't even realize it. I was having like a private chat about a week ago with some friends on Discord, and I turned it up a bit, and well, it was only about up here, and it was already loud. Imagine if I turned all the way there, I'd probably blare somebody's eardrums out. I don't want to do that. Hell, I can hear myself in my microphone. So sometimes I have to take an earbud out so I'm not getting too distracted by my own voice. But all right, gonna give it a moment, see who all jumps on. One person I don't expect to jump on anytime soon is my tag team partner in crime, Jay Russell Production / Jay Russell Gaming. Josh, he's taking time off, actually taking several months off to support his mom now that she's had her shoulder surgery. So he's got to basically help around the house and do a lot of things. So his time will be basically more devoted to that, which is understandable. You got to support your mom, dude. So I don't really expect Joshua to jump in, in the videos anytime soon. He won't be able to join me as an on-screen guest. Maybe if he is able to watch this, maybe he'll watch it later in the replay, or if he has the free time to jump in and say hi for a moment, maybe he will in the live chat. But for now, I'm going to be mostly just doing these solo, at least for the time being, until I find somebody else I can have join me that, maybe any guests I might have in the future. But for now, I'm just going to stick to doing the solo streams. So yeah, I'm just going to fix this just a bit. There we go. Just a little bit. All right, whatever. That's good. Also, I had to make some adjustments to the card cam. Hopefully, the card cam won't be too much of a problem. You guys don't really see the wire sticking out. I've actually got a different tripod, the one that came with my webcams, so I'm gonna actually use it. So let me just do this real quick. Got Misty up there in the corner. We're gonna move her down. There we go. So hopefully I should have no problem having a cards show up on camera. Hopefully I won't have too much, strain. So let me just grab a card off the side. I have some duplicates off over here, like, for example, maybe we'll just grab this here, like this Marnie's Grimstyle duplicate. I can just hold it to the camera. Wow, what is going on with this quality? What happened? This is on my other webcam. Let me do something real quick. I don't know, maybe if the frame rate got changed on my other webcam for some reason. I don't know, in the future, I may consider getting the second camera feature. Now it says 1080p. I don't know what is going on. That is strange. It's like, it seems like everything's moving slower. Okay, now it looks like it. I don't know what is going on with my other camera. It's the same. I'm using basically the same webcam I use for my face. I have an identical one for my card cam. So I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's the ring light that's doing that, or I don't know. I might have to adjust the ring light here in a moment. Because that is just strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me just move this up a bit. As I was screwing around with this a lot to try to get it to work properly. I don't know. That's just kind of strange to me. But, oh, well, whatever. We'll just go with it. I guess in the future, I may consider paying a little more and get the second camera feature, which would mean I wouldn't have to use my laptop anymore. Because I have my laptop for the card cam. But honestly, this laptop I have it's decent. I'm considering upgrading to Windows 11 here soon, or I may just buy another one, especially if I were doing live streams where I'm away from my desktop computer. So that's something I'm thinking about, and like down the line, basically. And plus, I want to get a gaming laptop. And well, speaking of gaming, I'm going to show you all the big surprise of something I'm going to start doing in streams. I've already mentioned before I want to start doing more gaming streams. All right, before we get into all that, I did say in my walking stream yesterday I wasn't going to do any baseball. Well, because my Walmart didn't have much of the way besides football, baseball, and other sports because I had no Pokemon. Thankfully, at least two other places had something related to Pokemon. Well, I guess why not? Baseball season isn't too far away. We got another month till spring training in March, so I might as well open some more Topps baseball cards. And I don't know why that is going so slow when I move it up to the camera. Like, seriously, I don't know. Is it, if you guys are watching on YouTube, how is the card cam looking? Is it just me, or is it just moving slower? Like, I didn't do anything. I've even got like my Ethernet cable hooked up into my laptop, because I know if I would use Wi-Fi alone, it'd be going slower. That is strange. I don't know what is going on. But then when I move the camera, I don't know, guys. This is one of those things where I'm kind of like really confused about. I don't know. It's one of the things that's gonna bug me kind of, but whatever. All right, so back to that, because I got distracted. If anybody's watching live, if not, you're watching the replay. I picked up several of these, and I'll have one more, but it'll be, of course, different. But it'll be related to this. For the Panini Score football cards, picked up just one of the blasters, but I picked up a second one because Walmart still has their limits. I could have bought more, so I got 3 things at Walmart. Sadly, no Combat Anthology. I was looking for those. I mentioned in my walking stream earlier that I was lucky to see something that was related to it from Panini, but it had nothing to do with wrestling. It was the PFL, Professional Fight League cards, which I thought, okay, they're cool, but I'm not a big MMA guy. I'm more into wrestling, and that's the whole reason why I like that Combat Anthology set. So I'll just have to buy those online. And then, well, when it comes to Pokemon, let me get to the Cracker Barrel stuff first before I get back to Family Dollar. I did get some stuff at Family Dollar, too. Got more of these. Yeah, more of these third-party packs. And once again, I just saw the frame rate just change all of a sudden. I don't know why that keeps happening. That is strange. Like, the frame rate's still good. I can see myself looking crystal clear when it comes to the other webcam. But like I said, it's the same webcam on both. I don't know if there's just a loose connection or what's going on. Could be just the ring lights messing with it. Like I said, I'm going to have to invest in, well, like I said, I might just, in the future, upgrade to the second camera feature through StreamYard where you can use two cameras on the same computer. So that will be much better because I'm kind of getting tired of using my laptop, to be honest. And vice versa. Say I want to use just my laptop alone and I want to still use 2 cameras. That's why if you guys saw the last stream I did on my TCG channel, that's why I was only able to use one webcam. I had to switch back and forth because I had both webcams plugged into my laptop, but I only could use one at a time, unfortunately. So I do want to change that. It might mean pay a little bit more money, but hey, if I am streaming more, maybe it'll be worth it because I want to make sure I'm getting my bang for my buck. All right, so I showed y'all that, and also, yeah, like I said, more of the Pokemon third-party products. I even bought some of the jumbo ones, the ones that have the, have 5 packs in them. Well, they wouldn't call them packs; they're all just repacked cards, but still, had to get more of these. Just anyway, try my luck. Man, what is going on with my camera? I do not know what is going on, guys. This is going to be one of those things that kind of irritates me. It just keeps moving slow. And it doesn't help that I'm using a different tripod. I'm not using the snake one I had been using because it doesn't really clip on my table very well. Plus, if I move it, it has a tendency to shake a lot. So at least this one doesn't really shake. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to maybe mess with the ring light or something. Maybe the ring light's a little brighter than it should be. Hold on, guys. Let me just go over here. Let me just turn on the brightness of this ring light. Maybe that might help. Because like I said, I know that ring lights do affect streams a little bit. Yeah, it just made things darker on my end. That's not what I was wanting to do. Let's just trust. Oh, yeah. And I did get some Pokemon packs. Here we go. Some Surgeon Sparks. I got these over at Family Dollar. Got 6 of them. That's it. So, Misty, Psyduck. Yeah, we'll have to wait another day before I get more Destined Rivals. Well, so far it seems like that might have improved things. Yeah, it made the lighting a little bit darker in here. But it seems like now, okay, I'm not seeing any frame rate drops. So well, I don't know. Screw it. Who cares? I'm just going to move on. Sometimes technology doesn't always want to work the way we want it to. But alrighty. Oh, yeah. And the last thing, I'm going to make this the main event. Since, well, we all know this weekend is the Super Bowl. Yeah. That's going to be a big game. We all know that. One more Panini box. This time it's going to be a mega box. I know it's kind of hard to see here on the card cam, so I'll just have it here on the face cam. There we go. So I got the mega box here and 2 of the blaster boxes. So we'll see. Will I finally get an auto out of these? Because I'd like to pull an auto up. Don't get me wrong, the jersey relics are cool, but they're not that great because even it says on the back that doesn't guarantee that the jersey relic could be from a particular game. So they could have gone and get like a game, like not even a game-worn jersey. It could be like a jersey they bought in the NFL shop and cut the pieces. I mean, I'm just saying, if it's that, it could be that way. It's maybe I'm wrong, but at the same time, I would rather get an autograph or at least a cool parallel. Which I'm kind of mad I opened some off camera because I ended up pulling like it was one of the light green parallels. It was like numbered like I can't remember. I think it was like 25 out of 50, and it was a Mark Andrews from the Ravens. Like, dang it, I wish I would have done it on camera. It's, my theory, if every time where I open stuff on camera, I get good pulls. Doesn't matter if it's Pokemon or if it's football or baseball, but yeah, whatever. Well, we got 3 viewers, so we'll see who's watching. You know, if you want to comment, cool. If not, yeah. All right, guys. So I'm gonna start off as a Pokemon because let's get the Pokemon third-party products out of the way. Open these up. It's kind of hard to do on this. Okay, every time I swear to God, it moves slower every time I move a product in the way. No, this is gonna be kind of difficult, guys, because the way this tripod is set up, I can't barely put my hand under it. Man, what is going on with this? Even I thought adjusting the lighting was gonna do something. I don't know, maybe if it's too close to Misty and it's slowing everything down. I don't know what's going on, guys. So bear with me, guys. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. This is one of those things that I try not to let bother me, but it does bug me a little. And well, the feet on this damn tripod do not want to stay up. That's the sad thing, is I'm trying to do as much of this fixing as I can. Well, that's the downside of being a live streamer when you have to fix things on the spot. Plus, this tripod doesn't always want to tighten right. I don't know if I need maybe, yeah, and even the legs don't even want to stay in place. Like I wish they would tighten in some way. So yeah, let me just bring this up. Here's the other webcam. It's based. Oh, there you go, double. You get to see it, double cameras. And yeah, look at my messy desk over there. Oops. There There you guys go. A little bit of behind the scenes action there. But yeah. I'm trying to fix this best I can. So you guys might have to stare at my keyboard a little bit. Or I may have to, in a way, push this back. I don't know, push it forward. This right here is not what I'm liking at all, to be honest. Because like I said, I decided to go with the other webcam that came with this, with the other tripod, excuse me, that came with this webcam. And well, as you can see, it's already starting not to be a good thing. Let me just, I'm just trying to adjust this. Man, this is not good at all. It's one of those things that kind of really does bug me. I'm not a perfectionist, but come on. It can't just be this difficult to get something right. Man, I would have, and like I said, I was doing this all off camera too, getting everything set up, and all of a sudden, the minute I get to the live stream, this is my other desk, by the way. I don't like showing all that much because it's kind of a mess, and it's messier than the other desk. That's why I don't show it at all. I'm just trying to make sure I can have no problems with having my camera here, and then be able to put packs there. Okay, well, that'll have to work. So, just for example, let's put a pack here. Maybe that might fix things, I hope. I don't know. I'm going to have to consider investing in a custom backdrop in the future. I don't know. It seems like that works fine, but then when I bring up one of these, does it do the slow-mo again? Okay, well, whatever. I just want to make it to where I can still put my hands under the camera and you'll be able to see what I'm opening. All right. So here we go. I'm just going to open this here in front of you guys. And obviously, there's not going to be a big hit in this when it comes to the holographic or the reverse holo. I already know because they already show you when you get these what you're getting. I'm just looking for the Japanese cards, maybe the, maybe some vintage cards from Platinum. I actually did a video and I haven't uploaded it yet where I did pull up a card from the Platinum era in English. I don't know. I just can't really get back into video making up, honestly. It's just not my thing anymore. I don't have the time for it, and when I do, it's just, I don't know. Now that it's been hard and hard to find product, it's just not all that great trying to do all that, But anyways, here we go. Here's the guaranteed quote-unquote hit. As once again, things go slow. I don't know what is going on with this camera. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm watching over here on this camera. I don't know. Like I said, it might be different for you guys. Let me know because if you guys aren't telling me what's going on, how the quality is, I don't know. So if somebody's watching, please let me know. If not, then dang. So Riolo there, a Kieran, a Hassle. Well, it's starting to be a Hassle. All right, Drifloon there. Oh, plus from Ultra Prism. Okay, see that there. A Pineco, a Qfint, a Tynamo. That's from Unified Minds. I have an Outlox there from Paradox Rift, and a Rapidash from Temple Forces. Nothing too special in that pack. Like I said, the things I look for the most are the Japanese cards. All right, here we go. I'm going to get into the rest of these regular ones that have the 10 per pack and see if I... Once again, the ones I'm looking for more are Japanese cards or anything before the Sword Shield or even before Sun Moon era. I mean, I've already opened them up from Scarlet and Violet, Sword Shield, Sun and Moon. And of course, Mega Evolutions, I've only opened the Mega Evolution base set, but I haven't opened anything past that. And honestly, I'm fine with not opening Phantasmal Flames or Ascended Heroes because if I can't find them, what's the point? I just want to focus on the sets I've already started. Because I'm trying to actually do that. Even with football, like when my Walmart had plenty of football cards, they had of course, the Panini Score set, they had some of the Prism, they had some of the Mosaic set, the Phoenix set, Absolute Football set. Like those are cool and all, but I'm just gonna stick with the Panini Score set for the time being, just because that's the set I'm trying to complete. And the last time I looked, I need about 36 base cards before I finally have the set complete. And I still need some of the inserts. All right, there's a Reverse Hall of Three Evil, so that's the quote-unquote guaranteed hit, which is a bunch of bull crap. There's a Janice Secret Art. There's a Morgrim. That's from Journey Together, which I'd love to find Journey Together. Oh, a Sneasel from Burn Shadows. Kakuna there. There's a Porygon from 151. Oh, a Shinx. That's from Next Destiny. Wow. Good to see more stuff from the Black and White era. Paradox Rift. There's a Magmar for 151. Okay, cool. See more 151 cards. And then a Rusted Sword. All right. Because 151 is one of those sets I didn't collect when it came out. I was still kind of on the fence of the Scarlet Violet era. By the time I started getting the Scarlet and Violet, well, 151 started to become hard to find. So yeah, almost forgot something. Just as a reminder, I'm sure you guys already know, but let's just, okay. Oh, I thought, All right, just do that. There we go. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna do this way for the time being because really we know the hits. If I'm gonna pull any hits, it's gonna be out of the Surge and Sparks packs or any of the stuff I open when it comes to Panini Score and the one set of baseball cards, the 2025 Topps update. So at least those will be guaranteed hits. Where be parallels, of course, any cool ultra rares, and so on. All right, here we go. Holographic Grimmsnarl. Yeah, not much of a hit, but like I said, I'm just not even going to sugarcoat. We already know that these third-party packs don't have hits, so why even think I'm going to get a hit when I know I'm not? Okay, cool Swirlpuff there. Okay, man, we got a Drifloon. Okay, now I thought it's a Drift together, but it says Scarlet base. Alrighty. No, it's past there. A Magikarp from 151. Executor. Furfro from Prozac Evolutions. Hey, Metal Energy. Everyone knows I love my metal, so. Alright, cool. A Carmine there. Oh, wow. Second holo. Well, two holos. That is one of the things you can sometimes get two holos in these. Mostly you usually get one. But okay. Not really much of a hit, but I'll take it, whatever. Alright, I got two more of these regular 5-packs to go. I know it's kind of weird being off for a week, but at least those of you who do watch, you knew that I was going to be off. And I said I would come back by next week, or at least sometime, whenever. Because I just do my streams at random, I don't really announce them. But I usually try to make between Wednesdays and Thursdays. And sometimes it'll be here on the main channel, sometimes it'll be on the TCG channel, and sometimes on both channels. Even though if I'm doing both channels, I'm going to alternate like I did the last time, where I would do a pull-on stream on the pull-on channel and then do the football and baseball stuff here on this channel. But aside, just for once, I'm only going to just stream here on the main channel. I'm going to maybe reserve the TCG channel for whenever I have more booster boxes to open. I would like to get more into the Japanese stuff again, but I'm just going to wait because I spent so much before Christmas. I kind of want to settle down for a bit. Not that I really spend enough here. All right, so Zinnia's Resolve from Evolving Skies is the quote-unquote hit. Meryl there. Got a Litwick. That is from White Bolt. There's a Wiglet. We got a Emolga. There's a Thwackey. A Bidoof. Water-type energy. Wow, I gotta love when they throw in energies, but whatever. Professor Sada there. All right, Reverse Hall. Team Star Grunt. So at least cool you got a Reverse Hall here, along two Reverse Halls, so sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you get two. I'm just right here just stacking up my so far pile of duplicates, and I'm going to have more. And even Surge of Sparks, I expect to pull duplicates that, I don't need, because obviously you're always going to do that now that I've gotten further along with Surge of Sparks. But hey, at least I get to find it. I remember back in late 2024, I couldn't find anything in Surge of Sparks, and it wasn't until late last year I could finally start seeing Surge of Sparks in like those knockout collection boxes. So very cool. Now I'm starting to find the individual packs. So it gives me hope that maybe some point I will see Journey Together at my Family Dollar. Prozac Evolutions. I don't care. That set sucks. I'm sorry. I'll stick with the Japanese set. I've watched too many videos to see people barely pull anything besides, Pokeball Versal. Oh, Master Ball Versal. But yeah, good luck finding those evolutions. All right, here we go. We got Okidogi holographic there. The Spiritomb. There's an Onyx. Taramaka. A Lantern there. Sunkern. Got Mega. Metang. There's a lot of grounds in. Oh, cool. Japanese card. So that's the only Japanese card I pulled. And then we got a Capture Energy there. And that's it. Wow. Those 5 packs, only one had a Japanese card. And I know the Japanese cards don't quote-unquote count as hits. But hey, that's kind of why I like to do it. And this one is from X and Y era. So cool, cool, cool. Anyways, going to open up a few more of those here in a moment. As I already said before, going to open some of the jumbo packs. Which, we'll have 5 in there. So I'll have this one here and a second one. And open some baseball and football cards. So let me just get our swig of the drink here. And I'm going to show you guys a surprise before we get into the football stuff eventually. So hold on just a moment. I know this setup is a little weird. I know because with my the keyboard being there. Let me just put that keyboard off to the side. Because I'll use my laptop keyboard if I need to type in comments. So there we go. That may not look right, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to some baseball cards next. We'll get some more Pokemon cards here in a moment. Then we'll get into some Topps football cards. And then Surgeon Spark. Well, sorry, Panini football cards. Topps football cards, yeah. I'll be honest. That Topps box I opened back a few weeks back was not that great. So I don't like that Topps had the football license. At least back in 2024 they didn't. I don't know if they've gotten the football license again, but I don't know. I think Panini's got better with football cards. All right, so here we go. This is the Topps Update 2025 set. Because why not? Let's just get those more baseball cards. And then we'll get into football here in a little bit. So let's see. Parallels should be in here somewhere. So I'll go through these pretty quick. Okay, looks like, all right. So I probably won't say every name just to see what we get. Very cool, though. Cool cards here. So I'll go pretty slow so you guys can read the names. Sometimes I can read them, sometimes I can't. Oh, man. This is kind of a little difficult for what I'm doing here. Actually, working a lot better this way, to be honest. But let's see. I haven't pulled a parallel yet. I think the parallels might be on the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing with my football cards, too, just because there's some names I kind of struggle with saying, so I'm just going to do that. I'll say the names on occasion, but I think for now, I'm just going to mostly just go through these, so give you guys a chance to admire maybe any of your favorite players here. You see, oh, hey, my Kansas City Royals, Noah Murdoch. They're cool. I was like, pull somebody from my team. All right. So just going through these, see what I pull. Once again, more cards I know I do need from the set. Got the Beantown boys here. All right, cool. So far, I haven't got to a parallel yet. All right, now Royal. Carlos Estevez. Nice, I'll take it. Oh, third Royal. Awesome. Michael Lorenzen. All right, awesome. I might have to be a little closer to this camera here in a moment. Maybe readjust the face cam. We're all, make some improvements here and there when I need to. Because this is not working the way I want it to. And plus, I got some bags next to me I need to move. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get a little closer to the camera so I can be a little more comfortable. All right. Gary Daniels here. Braxton Ashcraft. Cam Smith. I'm going to start saying the names. Caleb Freeman. Michael Peterson. Will Wilson. All right, so that should be our parallel then. All right, let's flip this over. Got some inserts here. Chandler Simpson. There's a Shohei Ohtani. Boy, he's making a lot of money right now. Andrew McCutchen. Kristen Campbell. Okay, cool. Nice refractor here. All right, nice. Okay, that's a cool looking insert card. All right, what's that say? That says Topps Black Gold. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, we'll take it. And then we got a cool ice refractor parallel of Edgar Quero. Oh, and an ice refractor parallel of Ryan Johnson. And then I think that's about it. Okay, that's like a Mitch, Casper, and the last card here. Okay. All right. Not bad. So let me just pull these off to the side. And let's take a look at these refractors. Pretty cool. Nothing too special, but they're cool. So I probably the hits for this box is definitely these two cards here. Any special numbering of any kind? I don't think so. No, I'm just looking at the back. There isn't anything special with the numbers, so they're not really any special parallels. But okay, still cool. I'll take them. All right. Plus my 3 Royals cards, because anytime I pull somebody on my teams, then I'm always happy to have them. So there we go. All right. Let's get into the first of my 3 Panini boxes. Since I got 3 score boxes here, and with these, I'm gonna go through them pretty quick, but I'll read some names. And I don't really remember who all I need. I just know there's 36 cards from the regular base set, and I've got majority of the inserts already. I think there's only a few of the celebration inserts I'm missing, a few of the throwbacks, a few of the saga attacks. I know I got all of the first ballots, and I've got all the rookie ones. So I've got majority of those inserts. So really, it's just getting to the point that now I'm just trying to mostly catch up with the base set. So far, still no viewers, but oh well. Like I said, not gonna have my pal Josh over here join us. Not for a while, not until he comes back for his hiatus. I know this was kind of like a spur of the moment stream, so not everybody knew about it unless you watched my stream for earlier today or you followed me on Twitter /X. All right, so let's see who's the green parallel. I'm gonna go through these fairly quick. Like I said, and I've got majority of the rookies too. Our green parallel is okay. That is David Krieg. So that's a green parallel. Cool. And like I said, I've pretty much got all the majority of the inserts, but still pretty cool to look at all these. And I'll look through later to see of the ones I've mentioned what I'm missing. Oh, we got two back-to-back members of the Browns there. Cool. I'm looking for my Ravens because that's my team. And that's it for that pack. So like I said, I'm not even going to read all the names because I'm going to be opening 3 boxes here in total so I can get through it faster. Plus, I can take less swigs of my drink if I don't talk as much. But I'll still talk here and there. Oh, by the way, Super Bowl. Who y'all got in Super Bowl? I'm taking the Seahawks. Sorry, not a fan of the Patriots. If you want the Patriots to win, cool. That's nothing wrong with that. And also, I heard some weird in the news. I was watching the news last night. And they said every time the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, there was a new pope. That's interesting. Like, there's always been a new pope that's been selected. Like, we just had our first American pope, and the Seahawks go to Super Bowl. And the last time they had Pope Francis, they had the Seahawks go to Super Bowl. And I guess when Benedict XVI was the new pope, Seahawks won the Super Bowl. And I guess when John Paul died, John Paul II, I guess that's when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. What are these coincidences? Already there's some weird things going on right now with how things have been going in 2026. When I heard that in the news, I was like, "Wow, really? You can't make this stuff up." But I guess makes you wonder. Makes you wonder if football is as stage as wrestling. And by the way, Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble for a 3rd time, and he's going to face CM Punk. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I mean, I guess I'm glad he's not going after the WWE title again, because I don't know, we could have seen him go against Drew McIntyre, but since Drew is feud with Cody, and then you got Jacob Fatu in the mix, I don't know. We'll see how this WrestleMania goes. People are kind of like wanting Vince McMahon back and want Triple H fired. Wow, I mean that's when people actually want Vince McMahon back in the WWE. Ain't that something? Anyways, guys, I see a parallel. Let's see what my parallel is about to be. Usually I would do a card trick, but sometimes I've learned the card trick doesn't really matter with these cards as much. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we got a Trey Hendrickson orange parallel numbered 469 of 799. Cool. You guys see it pretty well. So, all right, that's our big hit. I'll take it. All right, so there's a celebration card. I don't know if that's one I'm missing. And there's Sack Attack. Like I said, I've got all the first ballots, but I think that might be a gold parallel. It's hard to tell. It might be silver. I think it's a silver, but it's hard to tell on the camera. Because it's looking like gold, but it might not be. But, oh, well, I'll look at it later. All right, so pretty cool. Of course, Seahawks, as we mentioned before, they are in the Super Bowl. We'll see if they win. If not, Patriots get their 7th title. And it might be the first time the Seahawks lost to the Patriots. Because the last time they were in the Super Bowl, they played each other. So, yeah. I mean, I don't really care. My Ravens aren't in, so it's kind of like whatever. The Ravens didn't even make it in the playoffs this year. And right now, I'm questioning how things are going to go next season now that John Harbaugh is not the coach. Hoping the new coach can turn things around and deal with Lamar Jackson's prima donna attitude. Because, man, the fact that Lamar and Harbaugh were not get along, that just sucks. Makes me want Joe Flacco back. I didn't even watch the Pro Bowl, but Joe Flacco, I heard, did pretty well, despite the fact that the AFC lost the NFC. But, oh, well, the Pro Bowl is just there for fun. It's not as serious as the Super Bowl. All right, here we go. Go through this fairly quickly. Like I said, we'll see if I pull a parallel in this pack, and hopefully a good one. I don't like the instant parallels that much. We got League Leaders. I'm thinking that's the parallel because it's gold. Well, cool. No, well, maybe not. It's hard to tell. One looks gold and one looks silver. Can you guys tell on the camera? I don't think either one of them is parallel. It's really hard to tell. I think it's just my ring light that makes it look that way. So I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. So I might not have pulled a parallel in that pack. All right. And I'm trying to look the best I can. I don't know, because it looks like gold text on one, but the other one's got more of a goldish kind of like a light gold. It's really hard to tell. That's why I don't really. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna count parallels when it comes to the inserts because they're boring. I hate to say it. At least with the base cards, they changed the parallel, the border. So to me, starting to go forward, it's basically if I pull an insert parallel, it's just like pulling a holographic in a Scarlet Violet pack. It's not really a hit. I'm sorry to say. The score could have done better with the inserts. And honestly, I would have been fine not getting parallels with the insert that they're not going to really be that great. I mean, you can't always win, get what you want, but still, that's just how I feel. All right, here we go. Nope, let's mock the camera logo. This is the hard part about doing this sometimes. All right, there we go. Well, of course, the rookies as usual. Okay, green parallel of Landon Jackson. Not bad, not bad. So I don't know. Maybe it's only in like in these boxes, maybe the card trick works. Not always. Because I've tried before, and there's sometimes where it doesn't work for me. All right. Just going through this, see who we'll get. Of course, nobody with my Ravens yet. All right. And like I said, I've got to look through and see what cards I'm missing later on. Because later tonight, after I'm done with the stream, I'll be organizing everything from the Pokemon cards, the football, the baseball. Of course, looking through my list to see what all I'm missing. I might almost be done with Panini football after this. The score football, not the other sets. I mean, I still haven't got much into Prism or any of the other sets. So let's do the card trick. Let's do the 4 of the front with 4 of the back with this one. Because why not? Just to see what my parallel is going to be, or 5 to the back, I should say. Let's see what we get here. All right, so throwbacks there of Troy Pollard there. All right, got a celebration card. Of course, Josh Allen not doing any celebrating because the Bills sadly got taken out by the Broncos, and then the Broncos got taken out by the Patriots. Alrighty, so go through these fairly quick. So, like I said, I'm not going to read every name. If you recognize the players, cool. Hopefully, I'll try having the camera. You guys can at least see the names. Okay, Mark Andrews. What I said, you guys won't believe me. I did pull a parallel of him, and it was one of those out of 50 parallels. So I'll have to go grab my binder one of these days. And I'll show you guys. Would be nice if I pulled on camera, but oh well. Maybe next time. All right, so now we're getting down to the rookies here. Let's see what the parallel is. So that should mean my guaranteed hit should be in the last pack. All right, we got a green parallel of Ricky Pearsall. All right, not bad, not bad. So last pack, like I said, if there was a parallel, but that was an insert, it was not a good one. Those gold ones don't show up very well in the camera unless I pull 2. But like I said, unless it's a color I can tell, like red or blue, I'm just not gonna include insert parallels because to me they just don't count. They're not that great, to be honest. I would rather stick with the base card parallels. You know what? Let's go through this. I'm gonna guess that the relic should be after the 4th rookie here. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna stop at the 4th rookie. Now we're gonna do this. We're gonna move this off. Oh, what is it? What is it? We'll find out. Let me do this real quick, guy. Oh, well, that was not okay. There's our well, here we go. I was trying not to reveal it just yet. They had it backwards. But what's the parallel? Is there a parallel in this pack? So there's the last rookie there. We'll move the parallel to if there is one, to the back. Well, hey, first ballot of Ray Lewis. Pretty cool. All right, got a celebration card there with Bo Nix. Once again, another team not celebrating. The Broncos getting eliminated in the AFC Championship against the Patriots. So, yeah. All right, so what we got here? We'll have a parallel in this pack. We'll find out. Okay, green parallel of Warren Moon. All right, not bad, not bad. So, best hit right there would be the orange parallel there, or gold kind of colored of Trey Hendrickson. And then here's the relic, which I'm sorry, they're cool, but until we get an auto, I mean, I feel like the parallels are better hits than the patch relics. I mean, not to say they're bad, but like I said, I'd rather pull an auto. And I've yet to do that with these. Maybe the second blaster box or the mega box. Who knows? We'll find out. But until then, I'll move these off to the side so I can get a swig of my drink. And then I'll get rid of more Pokemon cards before we get into these next penny pull box. And then Surgeon Sparks and then the mega box. But before that, I will show you guys a little surprise here soon. So just give me a moment. All right. I'm going to leave those hits up there for the time being. In fact, let me do some real quick. I'm going to show you guys what I will be doing here. Maybe next stream. Who knows? Well, I'll keep you all in the loop. So let me do this real quick. I'll bring Misty back in a moment. So alongside trade cards of Cracker Barrel does sell other stuff, toys, and well, sometimes they sell game stuff. I got this thing right here. I've been talking about this in some of my streams. This right here, this Data East gaming system right here. And you can see all the titles up there. You got, let's see, Burger Time, I think should be listed up there. You got Mad Dudes. And there's some other games I can't really read. You got Champ here, Goal. Let me just, I got Karate Champ, Heavy Barrel, Burger Time. Oh, and here we go. There's the console itself. I didn't realize it opened up. I would have done that while I was at Cracker Barrel, but cool. Has two controllers. I'm only going to use one. Look at that console. It's so small. Yeah, it's got 250 titles, 15 licensed titles on there. Let's see what the bonus games are. I haven't hooked this up yet, so I'll be definitely looking forward to trying this thing out here soon. And maybe future streams I might actually play some games with this. So I'll keep you guys in the know. Maybe, who knows, might be some special late night streams here and there where it be ones that are on my days off or ones from when I get home from work. Who knows? You guys will have to just wait and see. But pretty cool. I'll definitely be showing this off in more streams in the future. Because I'm going to be honest, when it comes to trade card streams, well, it's getting harder to find certain sets, Pokemon for the most part. And just after a while, spending so much money on trade cards, I maybe need to settle down a bit. Because I spend too much sometimes. That's why one of my streams, I mentioned I spent too much at Cracker Barrel of all places. So, yeah. So as time goes on, I've got to definitely consider spending a lot less. So maybe playing games here and there might be a good way to get away from doing just trade card openings. And even once I get our controller for my Series X, I might try to do more, modern gaming streams. So stay tuned, guys. That's something I will try to do here in the future. I just got to get things worked out, make sure everything works well with Elgato and with OBS, maybe StreamYard. StreamYard I mostly use for if I want to have guests on, but for now, I'm just doing this stuff solo. But all right, guys, let me switch back to the card cam layout. Let me do that. All right, here we go. And my card cam got a little bit messed up there. But all right. I might have to get another tripod that might work better than this one because this one's not working the greatest. I'm just trying to move back a little bit. All right. So now let's get into these jumbo packs. Let's see if I pull anything decent out of them. Like I said, don't expect to pull because, well, that's how they get you. These are more for the kids, but I'm a kid heart. I just do it because I want to see what Japanese cards I can pull, and maybe I pull any older cards. So here we go. Oh man, let me just pull this off to the side. Let's see what's in the first pack. And like I said before, because I don't expect it to be a big hit, when it comes to the reverse holo or holographic, I have no problem with showing that first because I want to see what I get in there besides that. So far, I see 3 viewers. I'm sure probably the viewer count's not accurate because I'm viewing my Twitch and my YouTube streams off to the side. But there's a reverse holo Marini from Darkness Blaze, Shaman from Prismatic Evolution, lots of Prismatic. An Urchin there. Oh wow, Inkay, that's going back to, I want to say Fates Collide. All right, Gorgeist there, Larvitar, Snorunt there. There's a Cherubi, a Primordial Altar, a Rusted Sword. So nothing too special in that pack. All right. Got 4 more of these of this first jumbo one because I bought a second one. But hey, for about 17 bucks, it's not too bad. Even if you're not really getting any big hits in these, they're just more just bulk. Unless you're just starting out your collection, or if you just want to see what cards you can find from like I said, it could be anything before Sword, Shield, and Sun and Moon. All right, so Shaman there, some more prismatic Shamans there. All right, Luxio, Purloin. Well, that's going back to Shining Legends. That was a pretty cool set. Duskull. There's a Great Tusk, a Remoraid, a Gloom. Oh, cool Serena card. And they're another Rusted Sword. Wow. Sometimes I wonder if they buy theme decks, and that's where some of these cards come from. Other than like the cards that come from subsets, like Prismatic Evolutions or Shine Legends, Shine Fates. I haven't seen much in the way of Hidden Fates. And maybe some Paldean Fates would be cool. There's a Beautifly reverse holo, so far no holographics. You gotta beware, as in beware of this bad product. I'm sorry to the company that made, or it's not even a company, it's like a card shop. Yeah, beware of this product unless you don't mind pulling bulk. Got an Orcorial, there's a Stunky, a Lunatone, a Pancham, Goldeen, Dipplin, a Repel, and Pokemon Center Lady. Okay. Because, if you're ever expecting to pull anything good out of these, well, unless you maybe try to add cards you don't feel like buying individual on eBay, then okay. I mean, I guess it's good for that reason. It's a good way to fill up sets if you're trying to collect more master sets. But that's the other good reason to buy these. Otherwise, yeah, these are not great. And I always kind of feel like, yeah, I'm being dumb buying these, but whatever. All right, so Larvitar is the quote-unquote hit. A Noibat, a Shinx, a Malamar, a Slowpoke, there's a Pancham, a Vanillite, a Tangela, Grimsley's Move, and that would be a Wonders Patch. And PFL. What set is PFL? Is that Phantasmal Flames? Am I getting my first Phantasmal Flames bulk? That's a set I've yet to open. Interesting. Everybody's trying for that Gold Charizard, or at least the Alt Art Mega Charizard X. So I guess you gotta go through a lot of that. And well, here we go. The last one of this jumbo pack. We got a Murkrow reverse holo. So no holographics and all reverse holos. Once again, beware of this. You got a Toxel, a Krokorok, there's an Executor, a Mankey, there's Goldeen, there's an Ogerpon, there's a Surfing Beach, and a Repel. Alright. No Japanese cards in this pack. That's the only thing I'm kind of disappointed about. Because like I said, I've been trying for Japanese stuff. I mean, cool to see some cards from Black and White and X and Y. And, a little bit of Sun and Moon. As I organize my big pile here. Jumbo, as in a jumbo pile of crap. But oh well. I do it for the content. So far, though, just wait to see if anybody pops on. Whoever's viewing, I don't know if you're not able to comment or just don't feel like commenting. But either way, cool. Glad you're here. Of course, I haven't had the Gaming Heel show up. He did leave a comment on my other stream. So I don't know if he'll drop by or not, just to say what's up. I already said before, we know that J. Russell Productions / J. Russell Gaming, my pal Josho, he won't be on YouTube all that much. Mostly just come on when he has free time. But like I said before, because he's be helping his mom, he won't be on all that much anymore and won't be joining me on camera. All right, there's a Galarian Obstagoon, a Bidoof, Pyroar. There's a Duraludon. There's a Marill, Knucklestack, Vanilluxe, Executor, Frezosui, Crushing Hammer. Yeah, Crushing Hammer. Take the hammer to this, man. Ugh. Not the best set of cards here, but oh well. There's just more bulk, and some of it I need, some of it I don't. But oh well. Just for the fun of it. I mean, you can't find anything, so second reverse holo here. Reverse holo Lombre. There's a Shaman, a Chi-Yu, A Duraludon again. There's a Sigilyph, a Sandshrew, a Veluza. There's a Diplin, one league headquarters, community center. Okay. All right, got 3 more of these to go. And like I said, I'm just showing the reverse hall first because I already know the reverse halls are not really anything too special. Plus, now it's just getting harder and harder to complete master sets with this new set, Extended Heroes. From what I've seen, there's gonna be so many different variants of reverse halls. I'm like, nah, I just want the regular base set of it, and then that's it. I don't care if I get all the reverses. Out of all honesty, that's just doing too much. I mean, it's already hard to do parallels because of football and baseball cards, man. All right, I'm just going through these pretty quick. Does not see anything too interesting. Alrighty. Besides, with those Surgeon Sparks, that'll be the better stuff. And of course, more of the Panini Store football cards. Alright. Oh, cool. Reverse Hall Pikachu from Sword Shield Base. Boy, crazy thing. Sword Shield Base was 6 years ago. Feels like it was just yesterday. Oh, man. Just look at all this. Hell, just 3 years ago for Crown Zenith, the last set of the Sword Shield era. Now we're going to the Mega Evolution era, which is kind of pretty much a continuation of the Scarlet Violet era because there's a lot of cards that you see in that set that are basically cards that would have been in Scarlet Violet sets, and some of them actually are of the new sets I've been seeing. Also, I like this artwork. This so reminds me of Ken Sugimori artwork. I mean, look at that watercolor. I mean, I swear, unless Ken Sugimori changes his name, the artist is Unimori, which sounds very similar to Sugimori, unless that's somebody who was a fan of Ken Sugimori. Man, I miss Ken Sugimori's artwork. I know he still works for Pokemon, being that he and Satoshi Tajiri, what have been in Pokemon since the beginning. Like, he's basically, Satoshi Tajiri's right-hand man. So I know he's busy with a lot of the development behind the scenes. That's why he doesn't really do much artwork for the games. Well, he does art for the games, but not so much for the card game. All right. Here's the last one of these. Reverse Hall of a Heatmor. All righty. So not really too much to these. Yeah. Wow, disappointing. Not really much in the way of Japanese stuff today. Only that one Japanese card in those other packs, and that was it. So that's it. Wow. Lots of Crown Zenith bulk, lots of Mega Evolution bulk, lots of Prismatic bulk. There was some Twilight Masquerade. There was basically almost every Scarlet Violet set probably in here. So that was it. There was nothing too special in these. So these were kind of like a big waste, but maybe some of these I do need. I'll look through them later to see what I need when I'm done with the stream tonight. I'm going to just move them off somewhere they don't get knocked over, and I have a big pile of cards on the floor. So I'm just put them over here. Got my laptop. Just getting a drink here real quick. All right. This will be the last of the blaster boxes, but it'll be the second to last of the Panini Store football stuff I'll be opening the stream. Because I'm going to save the Mega Box, like I said, as the main event. But we'll have certain sparks in between, because we got to still have the Pokemon cards. And this time, at least, we're guaranteed some hits. Hopefully, there'll be hits in these packs. They won't be all holographics. Because you got to at least get an EX out of one of these. Maybe a special illustration rare, who knows. But we'll see. And please, let me pull an auto at some point. That'd be great. So you guys already see, we got the hits so far. I'm going to move this as so far the hit of the stream. And I say so far. All right, move the greens off the side. And of course, when we get to the Mega Box, it's going to be all red parallels. Oh, this will be the last pack here. I think that's the pack that'll have our quote-unquote big hit, where it be another patch relic or maybe an auto. That'd be great. If I can pull an auto for once, I'd be happy. And like I said before, no offense to anybody likes the parallels of inserts. Me, unless it's a color I can tell that's different color, I'm not going to count it as a hit. Oh, wow. Well, sometimes the inconsistencies of these packs, they turn one of the parallels backwards. That's interesting. That didn't help me, but oh well. That I guess that happens. All right, as I said before, I'm gonna go through these fairly quick, so I'm not gonna read. Hey, so my Ravens got Kyle Van Noy. Cool. So like I said, I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. Wow, these were backwards. Holy crap. Well, error packing away. Interesting. Now I already knew after one of the cards I saw was backwards, which was my guaranteed parallel. You guys haven't seen yet. So wow, ain't this something? Gotta love it. Matthew Stafford there of the Rams. Of course, could have been the Rams in the Super Bowl if they didn't lose the Seahawks, but oh well. Doesn't really matter to me. And we have a green parallel of Micah Parsons. Okay. So put that up there with the green parallels. I'm just trying not to lose track of everything as I'll put this back up here because I don't know, it still counts as a hit. We'll put that from the last box. But hopefully I can pull an auto. That'd be nice. All right. Now, will this pack be another one where stuff is backwards? We'll find out. Yep, it did again. They put my parallel backwards. Wow. Inconsistencies, guys. Boy, you gotta love it. But it has a Pokemon too, where you get cards that are upside down. Or when you get like two of the same common card in there. I'm not including the ones reverse hollow. Throwback Gary Wilson there, a celebration card, there's a sack attack insert. Wow. More backwards cards again. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Just gotta roll with it. All right. DK Metcalf there of the Steelers. All right. Once again, I'm not going to read every name, so I hope you guys can read it. If not, I apologize. But if you guys have watched my streams before or watched our videos of people opening these cards, you already know what to expect out of these. Here come the rookies. And the last card is a green parallel of Omarion Hampton. So, all right. All right, got 4 more packs left of this blaster box. Well, hello there, my first commenter, Mr. Moose Cakes. Good to see you. Watching over on Twitch. So, hey, let's get to know somebody on Twitch is watching. Hope you're having a good day so far. Hope it's not too bad where you are at when it comes to being summertime for you guys over there, I would believe. All right. And the parallel's backwards, and it's like it's going to be an insert. I said before, I don't really like when they have inserts as parallels. It's just not as cool as the regular base cards. All right. So here we go. We got a base card of Earl Campbell, League Leaders card. All right. So there's all of our inserts. And then once again, backwards cards. Yep, gotta love it. At least they're not upside down. Because I don't like it when they do that where, oh, this one's upside down. This one's not. Oh, this one's upside down. This one's not. And I have to keep doing that every time. It's like, okay, a little bit annoying when that happens. Yeah, like I said, I'll try not to talk as much just to save my voice. Besides, I wanted to save my voice if I get a big hit. That'd be great. Well, there we go. Once again, 1 of 2 teams playing Super Bowl. And so far, I haven't seen much in the way of Patriots cards. Interesting. Well, nope, there's a rookie from the Seahawks. I don't know if he's still there or not. All right. Oh, there's another rookie there from the Seahawks. Wow. Is that a sign? Are the Seahawks going to have a chance to win Super Bowl? And looks like the parallel is a Saquon Barkley gold card. Like I said, sometimes it's easy to tell if because right here, I'll look at these two, for example. This has more of a silver look to it, but almost kind of hard to tell. This is gold. Maybe my ring light doesn't really do it justice. I have to kind of see right there, and if I hold an angle, then you can tell. But yeah, the inserts, I just don't like them as parallels. To me, they just don't count as hits. It's like I said, it's like the same as just pulling a regular holographic in a Scarlet Violet or Mega Evolution pack. So to me, that kind of doesn't really count. I mean, sorry, unless they were like a red one, because gold and silver look too similar. Besides, I like when it's a base parallel; those are better. But so far, I haven't pulled a big base parallel yet. Seems like 1 per box. I always get that one special, where it be a gold or a blue or some other color. So let's see. Oh, might be another gold parallel. All right, let me just do this so you guys don't see it. Which kind of sucks when I got spoiled, but you guys don't get to see. Well, celebration with somebody from the Seahawks. Will the Seahawks be celebrating Super Bowl? We'll see. Or it could be another Super Bowl title for the Patriots. Alrighty. What we got in this pack? Well, Seahawks again. Wow. I should have had a counter. Like, how many Seahawks cards am I pulling? Because I pulled a lot. Oh, well, there we go. There's somewhere from the Patriots. There we go. Patriots and Seahawks. The two teams that we play each other. Once again, I'm going for the Seahawks, but we'll see what happens. But hey, the team that should be the Super Bowl for my Ravens is Marlon Humphrey. Cool. And then we got a Marvin Harrison card there. Well, somebody else from the Patriots. Oh, boy. Now the Patriots start showing up. Texans, a team I was going to hope to go to the Super Bowl, but sadly, they couldn't get past the Patriots of all people, of course. There you go. Malachi starts for my Ravens. And then we got Cody Brown here. And we got our parallel. All right, number 513 of 799 of Armand Membu. Cool. So that was our second gold parallel. Or I guess it's more of an orange, but it looks like it's like an orange gold. So we'll just say orange gold. I'll have to look up the true color later on. All right, we got 2 packs to go, and the patch relic should be the last hit. Maybe an auto. That'd be cool. I would love to pull an auto. And once again, I know the parallel's going to be backwards. Oh, this might be a good one, too. But who will it be of? You guys will find out. So let me just do this. We flip these around so I keep you all in suspense if it's a parallel, because it might not be. We'll see. I'll move these off the side. All right. So once again, I'm just going to go through these very quick to save my voice, but I will talk here and there. Of course, backwards cards again. Oh, Derrick Henry. Cool. Cool to see him. Always get to pull somebody for my Ravens. Mike Green for my Ravens. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, green parallel of John Elway. One of the legends, so there you go. Not bad. All right, here comes the last pack for the blaster box. Let's hope it's something decent. Like I said, it'd be nice if it's an auto, and hopefully an auto of somebody I like, but hey, I'll take an auto regardless. Now, of course, it's going to probably end up being backwards again, because that's what happened last time. So let me do this. I'm going to make sure I don't spoil it for myself. I think I might have. If I do it right, hopefully. Well, I do see the parallel, because there's always a parallel and a patch relic in it. All right. So I'm trying not to let you guys see it. And of course, got to have the backwards cards again. Probably. So we just fix this a little bit. That's our video. I'll be fixing it off camera. Keep you all suspense that way, but when it's live, it's a different story. All right, so for this last one, we got a sack attack insert. First ballot, Ray Lewis, of course, the man right there. Celebration of Bo Nix, but yeah, no celebrating Denver this year. All righty, now we'll go through all the base cards here. Let's see what we get. All right, so we got our rookies, which is always 4 rookies per pack, not included as a parallel. All right, so our parallel will be. Oh, hey, well, good to see you finally, Ilios. I guess you're now finally just got off work, or if you had some other commitments you had to do, good to see you. But anyways, let's see what the green parallel is. So let me just get that drum roll. Oh, let's do the heart. Yeah, let's do the drum roll. All right, we got a TJ Hawkinson green parallel, not bad. Any Vikings fans out there? And then for our big hit. All right, we'll give it a clap. I keep forgetting to do the applause. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. All right, not bad. Kieran Williams of the Rams, jersey relic. Okay, pretty cool. So that's it. Nothing too special there, but yeah. Okay, got home from work and first part of dinner. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, well, at least you're here towards the end. And I'll show you the big surprise. Unless you were watched, I don't know, unless you were watching on your phone while you were out and about. Anyway, so far, my only 2 orange parallels, which are pretty cool. No big hits for Pokemon as of yet, but we'll get to that here soon once I get to my Surge and Sparks packs. And then I'm going to save the Mega Box, like I said, for the end. All right, so time to get to Surge and Sparks. Hopefully, we can finally get a big hit out of these packs. Maybe in one of the 4 Pikachu cards or any cool illustration rare, special illustrations, and golds. Well, we'll find out. And give me a sec. I forgot something. I'm going to go grab them here in a moment because, well, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. Let me just turn off the mic. All right, guys. I don't know. I might. Yeah, I'll put my earbuds back in. Just hopefully it doesn't affect my microphone too much. So I meant to grab something I didn't grab earlier. Is my camera once again. I need to fix it. Some sleeves, and not just any sleeves, some Ultra Pro sleeves. These are better than the ones you get in the ETBs for Pokemon. So yeah, these are way better. And it definitely helps when you pull like holographics or ultra rares of a kind. So I definitely had to grab these in case I get any big hits. In fact, now that I have them, let me just toss this off this side. Let's sleeve up at least 2 of my parallels here. Because why not? These are the ones I got to keep in good condition. So here we go. I should have done this earlier. And the green ones I'll sleeve up later, though they're still good. So we'll sleeve this card up before we get back into this Pokemon. Oh, so we can go in there. Cool. There we go. And we'll sleeve up the other one. But will I sleeve up a Pokemon hits? We'll find out. If I get in there. Hold on. There we go. All right. Now, too bad my pal Joshua's not here to go. Get your code card right here. Going once, going twice, one more time, and sold. Oh, well, I'm not going to be doing much of that. That's more of his thing. Plus, he's got his gavel. I don't. Oh, I'm going to miss him. But he'll be back soon. We'll be back in May or back in August. So, all right. Fight Type Energy there. A Swablu, a Rotom, a Grava, Klefki, Wo-Chien, a Medlin Memo, Magneton, Reverse Hall Delmide, Reverse Hall Simisear, Gouging Fire. So nothing yet. All right, start off a little cool. Because now things are starting to cool down. Because I know that, of course, it's still wintertime here. But at least now the lows will get down like in the 50s and the 40s overnight, not be in the 30s or even colder than that. Ugh, I'm just glad we don't at least have a break from winter for a while. All right, let's see. Will there be anything good in this pack? We'll find out. Next code card there. Man, we got ourselves a Fire Type Energy. Well, Fire Pool. We'll find out. Dark Facility there. All right, so I'm going to go through these fairly quick. Little Eevee. At least he has appeal. All right. Okay, all right. There's our first hit of these packs. Not bad. A Precious Trolley. I will take it. first hall, and then we'll see what the last card is here. All right, so let me sleeve up this card for our first hit. And like I said, these sleeves are way better than the ones you get with ETBs. If I can find ETBs, since right now, Elite Trainer boxes are hard to find. And the last card is a Cofregus holographic. All right, so nothing too special in that pack. Besides the Precious Trolley. Okay, we at least got one hit so far, but nothing special at the end of the pack, I mean to say. Yeah, I know this setup is a little weird. Like I said, for anyone that watched earlier, I'm using a different tripod. That's not working the way I want it to, so I might have to get another one of the tripods I was using before with my ring light. Because I think that one worked a lot better than this one does. All right, there's the code card again for the code hunters out there. And then we got ourselves a Psych Type Energy. All right, so let's see what we get next. Just go through these fairly quick. Try to save a voice the best I can. First Hall Slack Off. First Hall's Wallace. And Terms is Holographic. Man. Holographics. Back when they used to mean something, now they're like, nothing. Like, if it's not an ultra rare, like an EX. Oh, sorry to hear that. Phone was on the fritz. I'll be able to watch again through the rendered video. Okay, cool. All right, halfway through these packs here. So far, besides the H-Spec, no big hits as of yet. Oh, knock this off to the side. I wasn't trying to do that. All right, so put those back up there for the football hits. All righty. All right, there we go. Leave it on the screen for as long as I can, and it's gone. All right. Water Type Energy there. All right. Who we got next? Hopefully something good. Come on, give me a good hit. As I keep knocking into the the webcam here. Oh man. Don't get me wrong, hollows are nice, but when you get in every pack and it's not a big hit, man, these might not be the best set of packs, and these are the only ones they had in stock at my Family Dollar. They might have had more. Maybe I could have gotten more. Who knows? But for now, I'm just glad I can get anything at this point. So I just got to take what I can get. All right, second to last pack. Come on, maybe you said the best hits for last. All right, come on, get that code there. Come on, there you go, there you go. And it is gone. All right. Our Fire Type Energy. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, Stunfisk Reverse. Okay, we will take it. Nice. And Tokus Holographic. All right, Illustration Rare. And it's one I haven't pulled yet. Anytime I can pull one I need, I will take it. So Flygon, or says Vivava, the pre-evolved form of Flygon. All right, very cool, very cool. I'll take it. So at least we got Illustration Rare. But now it's time for some last pack magic. Can there be something good in this pack before we get into our Panini Score Football Mega Box? Well, we'll see. I don't know. I almost thought about saving this pack for last, but maybe another time I might change it up or I might save one Puma pack for last at the end of the stream. But we'll do that in a future stream. All right. Last code for the stream. Yep, definitely. Let's get some magic. You got that right. All right. So for the last Puma pack of the stream, Grass Type Energy, we got a Wattrel, an Excadrill, a Quaxwell, a Morlul, a Callbell, a Miraidon, a Drayton, Reverse Alcatotl. So, okay, what's next? Okay. All right, last card. Sorry, Zarude, but all right. Not bad. I got 2 hits. And ones I do. I know for sure that my Vibrator I do need. I'm not sure if I need the Precious Trolley. Because I've pulled several of the A specs in this set, so I'll have to check later to see if I need it. But hey, 2 hits is better than nothing. So now it comes down to this. But before we get to that, well, Ilya, since you weren't able to watch the stream on the phone, well, let me do this again real quick. I know for anyone else who saw us earlier, it's already going to be like old news, but let me just do that real quick. I've been talking about this for a while, and well, I finally picked this up at Cracker Barrel. This cool little game station that's got games by Data East here, Angelico. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing more gaming here on these streams. So that's what I hope to do. They say Jerusalem store. I know the meaning usually is overdone, but fits the moment. God damn, dude. But yeah, I'm actually hoping here to start doing this, start gaming more. I'm gonna hook this up to my TV soon. See all the games that are on it. And of course, open it up and you see the game station inside. Pretty cool. So once again, just want to show for anybody that hasn't seen it yet. If you saw it early in the stream or if you're watching the replay, well now you know. So yeah. So as you see, it's gonna be interesting. Well, it's a game I haven't heard of, so I'll definitely have to. I'll let y'all know when I open this thing up and I hook it up and see what games are in it. So yep, as it says on here, 15 licensed titles, plus 250 more. So I'll definitely be looking forward to see what's in here. Maybe any more NES classics. Maybe there'll be some stuff from the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Who knows? Maybe or the Master System, I should say. If we're talking about 8-bit, because I don't know if it have any 16-bit games, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It's got quite the lineup here of games. But all right, I'm gonna put that back just to show everybody what was here. As I read over your comments. Interesting games, probably channel as long as it ain't the NES version. Well, it might be. Who knows? Like I said, I'll have to see what games are in it when I play it. But anyways, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I'm gonna get back here to the card cam and get ready to open up this Score Mega Box. So yeah, here's hoping I pull an auto out of this, and maybe we'll see do a good parallel I haven't pulled yet. All right. Yep. Next set of cards. Of course, there are comments here. Cayman Ninja Road Back. That's one 16-bit game. Yep. Next set. All right. So, as I said before, I'm only going to go through these pretty quickly to kind of save my voice. So I'm not having to drink water constantly or whatever I'm drinking, just to change things up. Plus, I also kind of struggle with saying some of these names, so it just saves me in trouble. I only comment on any specific players. Plus, with the Super Bowl being this Sunday, and I've already said before, I'm taking the Seahawks to win because I don't care much for the Patriots. But, whatever. At this point, I don't really care too much. But, all right, here's the first pack. And this one may or may not do a pack trick, because sometimes the pack trick works, sometimes it doesn't. Plus, that last box had some of the cards backwards. It was kind of weird. I was like, geez. Because even here, sometimes the inserts are like in different spots. Yeah, I'm not even doing the pack trick. They have the cards set up differently versus how they're set up in the blaster box. So here we go. I'm gonna try to hold these up to the camera so I hope you guys can read names. At least the names are on the rookies you can read pretty well, but it's the pros that makes it hard to read. All right, got SAC Tech insert. First ballot of my man Ray Lewis here. All right, cool. I'm just trying my best not to let packs fall over the place. And I'm trying to find good places to put these cards. Come on, gotta have a guaranteed parallel at some point. If not, all right. Nope. I don't think there's gonna be a parallel in this pack. If there was, I missed it. All right. Yeah, there probably was a parallel with the inserts, or there might not have been, because sometimes it may vary. Okay, I found the parallels. This, like I said before, I don't really like the parallels on the insert cards. At least though, I can tell that's a parallel because it's red, it's not gold. Because sometimes a ring light likes to trick me, make think silver is gold. So all right, I guess that kind of counts, but not really. All right. All right, get into the next pack here. I'm just trying to keep everything organized. Some of these packs are just falling all over the place, so I don't even know which one's going to have the relic in it. Let me just do this. I'm gonna move these off the side, just so I don't have them fall all over the place. That's the difficult part. In fact, let's just mix them up. I'm just gonna try to just not even keep track of what was on the left, what was on the right. Alrighty, I'm just gonna move over here, right next to the microphone. Nice. I've definitely got to make some more changes here soon. Just hopefully that this will be a lot better in future streams. But here we go, guys. Let's see what I pull in this pack. So far, no parallel as of yet. Well, base parallel. We had insert parallel, but I prefer base parallels to be honest. Like there we go. We got a Ricky Pearsall in red, which I think I already pulled a green of him as well. So, all right, that's cool. Put that over there. All right. So that's it. Like I said, I don't know if the card trick will work with these packs. Maybe I'll try again. But all right, maybe it's 5 cards rather than 4 because it put the rookies in a separate spot. Or they only put 2 rookies up front along with a couple of inserts. Man. Oh, I think I've got my first. Well, well, this one has a relic in it. A little soon for a relic, but okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go through it. But can I get 2 relics in one box? Maybe an auto in here somewhere. So here we go. No, it's right from the Seahawks. All right, cool. Like I said, I'm just not gonna say all the names for once, just to kind of go through it pretty quick. All right, got a red parallel here of Trey Harris. All right, cool, cool, cool. Derrick Henry there. All right. And, well, honestly, I'm just going to reveal it now. We got Alvin Kamara, jersey relic here, so all right. Whatever for getting auto, but oh well. Autos are definitely hard to pull. Right now, I'm just going to go through these pretty quick and see what all the parallels are. Now that we've pulled the big hit, because the packs got all out of order. I don't even know if it was going to be the last pack. All right, so here we go. Let me just do that. All right, cool. Throwbacks card. All right, so that was 4. So it's 4 cards. All right. John Stewart of the Panthers. All right, not bad. Have some from the Patriots, of course. All right. We're just going to keep it going, even if I've already revealed what the relic was. I was going to save it to the end, but like I said, I really want to pull an autograph. And some boxes, you can pull both a relic and an autograph. But I don't know if it's going to be likely in this box, but we'll see. Would be nice. So why not? I'll try the card trick again. Move 5 cards to the back. All right. So hey, start off some of the Seahawks here. Cool, cool, cool. Kenneth Walker, 3rd. And then some of the Bills. All right, cool. Like I said, I'm not gonna say every name. Mark Andrews there. My Ravens. All right, Malcolm Starks. My Ravens, cool. Celebration card of Travis Kelce. Well, no celebrating Kansas City right now because they're not going to the Super Bowl this year because they didn't even make the playoffs. And a red parallel of Anthony Muniz. All right, not bad. So far, I haven't pulled any big hitter when it comes to the parallels. I mean, that could be our big hit. But we'll see. So the trick is 5 the back. So that's what we'll do. All right, looks like my parallel might be an insert. All right, so DK Metcalf there from the Steelers. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, red parallel. Wow. All right, not bad. Like I said, at least I'm fine with the red parallels for the inserts. I mean, I still would like more. I get it because there's no borders, so that's why they don't do anything special other than changing the logo to red. But all right, and it's still better than nothing. Let's drink real quick. We got about 4 more packs to go. Man. All right. And too bad I have no wrestling to open, but I did talk about the Rumble earlier. I haven't really talked much about it. Mostly I just talked about Roman Reigns winning it. Just seemed like the rest of the show just seemed to be kind of meh. Cool, I guess Liv Morgan won the Women's Rumble, and then with Drew McIntyre retaining the WWE Championship. I don't know. I feel like this year's Rumble was kind of hit and miss, to be honest. And there wasn't much big surprises. Yeah, you have some wrestlers from AAA. The AAA is owned by WWE, and I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't much of a Rumble, and I didn't even really watch it. But just from what I read in the results, to be honest, I don't know. It just felt like it wasn't even really all that much of. It wasn't that exciting, to be honest. But I'm sure it had some exciting moments here and there. OFMI, making quite a debut. And who's the mass attacker? Could it be Seth Rollins that attacked Braun Breaker? Yeah, who knows? All right, let's see what we got in this pack. Ryan Urlacher, cool. He's a legend. All right, getting to the rookies here. And then we got throwbacks of Bo Nix. Celebration card there with the Chargers. Well, yeah. And a Braylon Allen red parallel. All right, not bad. Maybe our big parallel will be saved for last. So if you have to pull one, could be another one of these parallels, or it could be a blue parallel, maybe a green one. I don't know, like a holographic foil green one. But anyways, I'm just gonna organize my cards off the side because I have some piles over here. As I got 3 packs to go. Just make some more adjustments here to show the hits so far. Got all the parallels off to the side besides the orange gold parallels. And of course, the only two the relics, I pulled 3 in total, obviously 1 per box. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Oh, I think I did the trick wrong. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Unless there's 2 parallels, we'll find out. Sometimes that can happen. I mean, I've done it before where I pulled 2 parallels in 1 pack. So I guess we'll see. All right, rookie there, Terrence Ferguson, Ashton Jannetty, throwbacks card. All right, got a rookie there. Okay, that's a gold right there. Gold parallel. Josh Simmons for the Chiefs. Okay, not bad. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I'll take it. So that's what a gold parallel looks like versus the orange one. So, okay, not bad. I'll give it a cheer. But sadly, I also got to give it a boo because of the Chiefs. Sorry. Yeah, it's a mixed bag. And then, hey, red parallel here of Adam Thielen. Cool. All right. Get the sleeves out. Didn't get to use as much for Pokemon today, but I got to use them more for football. So here we go. We'll see if this gold parallel. It's not bad. Now that I know what there's, because here's the gold, here's the orange. So you definitely tell there's a difference there between the colors if you look close. So, and plus this one has more of that, has a different kind of foil shine to it than the gold does. More of that kind of like a refractor in a way, almost kind of Cosmo. So that's pretty cool. So this is definitely the hit of the box, and I've still got 2 packs to go. So I don't think it get any better than this. But hey, pretty cool. Number 426 out of 499. So not bad, not bad. I mean, the jersey relic is cool, but like I said before earlier in the stream, the jerseys, how do you know it's a jersey they bought from the NFL shop versus the one that was actually worn by a player? You really don't know. At least an autograph, it's actual autograph signed by the player. But today, I guess, is not the day to pull any autographs. So who knows? In the future, if I decide to continue on, unless I end up completing the set, to be honest. If I complete the set, then there's really no point in me buying these boxes. I just want to chase after the hits. Whether it be the parallels, or like I said, if I have my chance to pull an auto. But oh well. I guess we'll do it. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm like 1 card short of completing the set, but for now, I don't even know if I'm gonna have all the cards yet. I'll be looking through this later tonight when I'm doing all my organizing. Plus, also test out my new game console to see my little game stations, see what games are on it. All right, what we got here for rookie here? Cameron Williams. All right, looks like a red parallel coming up. We'll see who it is. All right, not bad. David Montgomery. All right. At this point, I'm just basically pulling whatever I can pull, but all right. Not bad so far. Here comes the last pack. Don't know if there's going to be a last pack magic, but at least I'll probably still pull a cool red parallel. They still make a holographic card that changed. That changes when it's tilted. Okay. I don't know what you meant by it. I mean, All right, and then you're talking about like Pokemon holographics. Pokemon holographics used to be cool. Back when they used to be Cosmo foils, before they made into promos only. Because nowadays the holographics from Pokemon, starting with Scarlet and Violet, it's just kind of bland. That's why you want to pull the ultra rares or the illustration or special illustrations golds, because those are your big hitters. But holographics now are just they're just there, unfortunately. They're not as special as they once were. I wish it'd go back to be that way, but yeah, how times have changed. Hell, I wish to go back to the days to be able to find Pokemon cards with no problem. But I just want to wait for this dang anniversary to be over with. And then the 35th anniversary and the 40th, it's going to keep happening. All right, there's a red parallel. Well, you guys are pretty much expect a red parallel to come. So I'm just going to go through these pretty quick. No way for my Ravens as of yet. Could the red parallel be some of my Ravens? All right. And the last card is, well, look, there's Drake May. People already trying to say Drake May's going to be the MVP. Well, he's got to win the Super Bowl first, and I hope he don't. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, drumroll please. All right. Of course, it's going to be a red parallel. Not bad. Nothing really to cheer or boo about, but all right. So all in all, decent box. And then, of course, I also forgot to leave the baseball hits out because here's my only hits I pulled from that Topps box from earlier. So pretty cool. So I just thought I'd show those off. Now my red parallels here. At least when it comes to the base parallels, not so much inserts. Pretty cool collection of red parallels here. Nobody for my Ravens, but oh well. Sorry if you guys can't see the names. I'm just trying to show them off here. One more time. Dave Montgomery. There is, Adam Thielen, Rayon Allen. There's Anthony Munez, Jonathan Stewart, and then Trey Harris and Ricky Pearsall. And once again, Ricky Pearsall should be also appearing here in green as well. Except he's the only one I've pulled twice in parallels. From the blaster boxes combined with T.J. Hawkinson, legendary John Elway, Marion Hampton. There's Michael Pearsons, Dave Krieg, Warren Moon, and then, like I said, green Ricky Pearsall. So I have him both in red and green. Go figure. Just to kind of have him not once, but twice. Too bad for 49ers fans. Well, yeah, that's the only one you guys get, unfortunately. And then the Landon Jackson. Plus the 3 here we got of the jersey relics. of Zach Cram, Charbonnet, I was going to say his name, it's like Cramorant, Kieran Williams, and Alvin Kamara. But the hits, well, Pokemon gave me a Precious Trolley and a Vibrava, which might be my hit of the stream right here. And then right here, the orange parallels of Armand Membu, Trey Henderson, the orange gold, I should say. And then the gold of Josh Simmons. Oh, that's it. That's the hits. Not a bad stream. So let me just get everything set up so I can get ready to end the stream here in a moment. Because now my voice is kind of starting to give out. I've been doing this now for close to started at 6 o'clock. So yeah, an hour and a half already. Wow. So like I said, guys, if I do come back to stream again next week, well, once again, show it off one more time. Gonna start doing some more retro gaming. Because why not? Just to change things up, and might even have some pop-up streams. But for now, I'm gonna get ready to wrap things up, guys. Let me just get some stuff here real quick so I can get ready to wrap things up. Let me just take the banner off real quick. Take this off. All right, guys. Just takes a while to get everything set up right. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Rock on. Keep collecting. Stay safe. And I'll have to catch y'all next one. And Super Bowl Sunday, I'll be at work. Hopefully, it's going to be a good game. Hey, there'll be commercials. Bad Bunny will be performing if you're a Bad Bunny fan. And, well, just enjoy it. If you can. Yep. All righty. Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.